Nuestra Casa, an advocacy initiative to reduce inequalities and tuberculosis along the US and Mexico border. What is Nuestra Casa? Nuestra Casa is a strategy that seeks to communicate and address the medium of social mobilization, the health inequalities of tuberculosis and HIV in marginalized communities. Also, to look for a useful strategy to combat this disease, which is related to the border of the United States and Mexico. Did you know that tuberculosis is considered a social disease that causes deep emotional suffering? Every 4 minutes, people die suffering from this disease, and 50 more are infected worldwide. At the border of the United States and Mexico, this type of conditions, TB and HIV, is the most common in comparison to the rest of the countries. What is the problem? The communities established at the borders, especially USA and Mexico, lack of social equality and medical services, which causes a high mortality rate due to these illnesses. This campaign seeks a better quality of life for immigrants and people living at the border against these terminal diseases. What is the desired change of this campaign? It addresses the inequalities that exist between the US and Mexico borders. It seeks to reduce social injustices in order to build a healthier frontier, increase public awareness of social and public health issues of tuberculosis and HIV, and they seek to encourage conversation and suggest social actions to address tuberculosis.
The population we are trying to reach is mainly to the migrant population that is looking to migrate to the United States, and they do not achieve it. Therefore, they must settle at the border. They can be affected by low socioeconomic status, lack of medical expenses insurance, linguistic and cultural barriers, and last, limited access to medical services. Nuestra Casa was created and directed by Dr. Evan Moya, who is the author and national social worker, and Damien Schumann, who is a photographer and artist. They both developed this idea of working together to increase the public awareness of the social and public health problems of the tuberculosis and HIV. The communication strategy they use promote the education and health. First of all, the exposition Trapitos, who it started in a small house and then it was taken to a different museums. In here, people with tuberculosis are exposed as well as the reality that they live in their borders. The other one are social networks, in this case, Facebook. This one was used to promote the cause and the exhibition. Nuestra Casa was created to impact the awareness about tuberculosis in the regions that are in the borders of United States and Mexico. It promotes and strengthens the social work. We can see Trilla's taxonomy whenever the functions are related to the aspects of daily life and social life. When they integrate programs of health education, consumption, formation of volunteers, parents, etc. Or when we see characteristics in Nuestra Casa campaign that it's an exhibition for awareness of health problems such as HIV and TB, as well as actions for social change. We can see the taxonomy of pastor homes whenever the classification of non-formal education that responds to educational needs oriented to scientific technological development, which integrates health and quality of life. It seeks to progressively improve health levels through greater prevention and cure of diseases. Characteristics of Nuestra Casa campaign focus of these services is to improve detection, treatment, adherence, and cure in order to reduce or calm all the ways in which these diseases can occur. The taxonomy of Cesar Torres Martin is reflected within the Nuestra Casa campaign in the development of function is intended to be achieved through physical, manual, intellectual, artistic, social, or recreational activities, but integrated in a process that seeks the participation of those interested in a collective project that
postulates the possibility of improvement and or transformation of the person and the community. It is also seen in social association,